All right, Cami, now we're going to take a look at your breaststroke from the front view underwater. So we'll see that head action a little bit that we saw in the underwater portion. I like what I see there, very good streamlined position. You can just see the head gets a little low. So you're dropping that head just a little bit out of that alignment, so I can see your head's down here and your streamline is up here. So that's what you kind of can see. It's harder to see on the side view, but you can see it here. You're creating that drag with your head. The last thing we want is for our head to be fully in contact with the water when we're going forward. So we want the hands and the arms to kind of hide the head, because the head's the one source from our body that creates the most drag. And I think you're being very aggressive on the downward portion of your pull and your kick, and that head's just tucking the chin and you're getting it a little too low out of alignment. Here you can see the hands are turned a little bit more, and the one underwater view from the side, you can see both these hands are turned for the out sweep, which is great. There's a couple times where your hand was turned a little more this way, so sliding a little bit, it's better to catch the water like you're doing right here. So just being consistent with that is going to be very helpful. I think that gives you a little more power. Elbows are up, your hands are just outside your elbows, so if I'm looking at a breaststroker, this is what I want to see. I want to see that their hands are just slightly outside their elbows. You got a very nice position, powerful position with high elbows to pull the water. So that looks really good right there. Over water recovery, right into your streamline, and then again just overreaching a little bit, heads tucking a little too much, getting out of alignment a little bit. Good sweep into your core, like we talked about on your other underwater view. I like this, from the elbows to the hands getting tightly together, elbows getting into your ribs. That's a tight position to be in. That's a lot less drag. Hands getting on top of the water. Like to see them stay out there just a little bit longer, but that looks good. Kick, knees are just a little wide, and I talked about it on the other underwater view. I think working on ankle flexibility, doing stretches after practice would be helpful, and it's just doing circles with the ankles, turning the ankles out, just trying to expand that flexibility. That'll keep your hips, your knees in a little bit tighter. I think that gets the feet turned out more, at least wider as you're swimming. So you can see here, you can just see that your feet aren't turned heel to toe like I have it drawn. It's more of this direction, so you're slightly pigeon-toed in. So you're losing a little bit of the effective power that you can have from your kick by that, and I just think it creates that wider knee position and creates that kick position, and really that's kind of just ankle flexibility in my opinion. Hands coming forward, other than that, that looks really good. Your alignment into your turn is really good. Good push off. Again, I would like to see you get a little deeper. I think it's more powerful, but also the water following all the athletes is going to have the most potential for movement and drag. So you're pushing off at a pretty flat angle, from head to toe. I'd like to see from toe down to your arms to be more of that angle, a little steeper, to get a little more depth coming off that wall. And again, pull down's really good. Dolphin kick into the pull down, very nice, and it looks really, really good from there.